Trowel time coming to you from our beautiful facility here in Elma, Michigan. And it's just a beautiful day out. It's raining, it's gorgeous. It's what Michigan in the fall should be. And we're celebrating Thanksgiving today, so there we are, everybody. Thank you for that wonderful. You can tell that the crowd is anxiously awaiting Thanksgiving Day. So happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Glad to have you with us. As always, we have Ben Tigner behind the camera, making sure that everything works great.
Yo, Ben.
Woo! Absolutely no spontaneous applause for Ben there, and I'm very shocked by that. Darren Thompson is keeping the mailbag full, upcoming events.
He's finally here?
He's finally here. He was late. This is we're all off schedule now. But we forgive him because we care about him. And he's getting a lot better. Dirk Hughes is going to have a Masonic Minute for us in the back. Dirk, thank you for being here up front on the couch where they should be. Bill Finkell, our Grand Secretary, past Grand Master. Bill, thanks for being here.
Good to be here. Good.
Tom Braun, our Grand Lecturer. Tom, thanks for being here.
My pleasure. Thank you.
And our audience of one, Bill Sickle, is in the back. Thanks for being here, Bill. Good to have you with us. You need to get a life, son, but in the meantime, you're always welcome here.
Yeah, if this is the best entertainment you got
yeah.
there, you got to look for something else.
Yeah, you gotta stretch yourself here. Yeah, it's good to have everybody here. So this is being filmed the last Wednesday before Thanksgiving. So everyone's kind of anxiously anticipating the holidays, and it's the start, and it's autumn, and I know that the deer slaughter has been going on. I hope that they're killing tens of thousands of them things, because when you're not, they're on the roads where we don't need them. And we've already had several of our staff here that have had experiences with deer and their vehicles, and that ain't good. So although up here at one of the body shops in the area, if you do hit a deer and you take your car there to have it repaired, you are entered into a drawing to win a cow. So yeah, and their billboard says hit a deer, win a cow. So could be win-win, I don't know. But we're glad that you're here. Hope you're looking forward to Thanksgiving. It's one of my favorite times of year. And certainly the beloved Lion in Detroit is doing some amazing things. Yeah, so
far,
who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? I'm not going to jinx anything, but it's just been exciting to watch that team really do some great stuff. So hopefully Thanksgiving will be a great Thanksgiving this year. So.
All right. Crush the Bears.
I used to be a bear.
I know.
Yeah. So it's fan.
Not a teddy, right?
No, I was never a teddy bear. Yeah, so it's always a toss-up. But I'm going to go with the beloved Lion this year. So looking forward to it. All right, Brother Bill.
Yes, sir.
What's happening in the world of secretarial duties and/or responsibilities?
Well, we got the Form 52s all done. That was good. Less than usual, which is a good thing.
Well,
And a lot of lodges that had zero, which is an even better thing.
yay, guys.
165 lodges that had zero.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
One of our biggest challenges is, I was just talking with a brother from another jurisdiction yesterday, isn't membership attraction, it's membership retention.
Yep.
And if we're doing the things that retain members, then we're also doing the things that keep them. So let's work on membership retention, guys.
Development 101 is keeping what you have.
Keep what you got.
Yeah.
Don't lose that. So that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. And I know we had 160 some lodges that had no losses from NPD this year.
That's great.
That's a very good thing.
Yeah. And we are fast approaching installation season.
Yes.
And the Grand Lodge will be busy doing installations around the state.
Yep.
So
Yep.
we were a couple on December 7th is the Grand Master's Lodge, so everybody will be there for that in Lincoln Park Temple. In fact, I did one last night. Lodge had a dispensation to do one in November, and that's a segue into what we're going to come to, I think, Darren. But yeah,
Absolutely.
So it begins.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
That's great. That's great.
And we have another one in November, November 30th. We'll be doing West Branch Lodge.
Yeah.
And that's the Grand Master's brother.
Yes.
Will be the worshipful master there, yeah.
Is he going into?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that'll be fun.
Yeah, it will.
West Branch is a good lodge.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll have good weather. The horrible people on the Weather Channel were saying there's snow intended tomorrow. We don't believe it.
Yeah.
Dirk and I have actually got our weatherman voodoo dolls out just to let them know that we're very upset about that forecast. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good. So everything's moving along. Brother Tom,
Yes.
ritualistically speaking, what's up?
Well, we have just completed the ritual competition at the district level, so we congratulate everybody who participated in that, and looking forward to the regional competition, which will be held in February. And those winners will go on to the state championship in April. So we're excited about that. I'd like to have the DDIs talk to the worshipful masters incoming for their new lodges. Okay. Talk to them about, if they haven't been busy in the last year or so, have some pro tem degrees and give your new officers an opportunity to perform their work. It's something that all lodges should do at least once a year. They should do a pro tem in every one of their degrees. It just helps everybody along. The other thing we're very excited about is on past Saturday, we filmed our bridge version of the second section of the Master Mason degree, which will, in a couple of weeks, will be available on Grandview. And we created this for small lodges to be able to perform the second section of the Master Mason degree and enable them to perform this with their candidates in their lodge. It was not created for lodges to simply put the candidate down and hit play. We want you to participate, and this gives you another alternative in raising your new members in your lodge.
It only takes 7, right?
It only takes 7 brothers to do that.
Yeah.
So look for it on Grandview.
Yeah.
If you're not on Grandview, make
Get-
sure that you
get
get on
on
there.
Grandview.
Yeah, get on Grandview.
Go to the site right there on your screen.
There you go.
Yeah.
Go to Grandview.
I would
Get
like
it
to
done.
remind secretaries, Bob, at this time to get their certificates of election on Grandview, get them in. They're coming in very, very slowly. The Blue Book says 3 days, within 3 days of the election, not 3 days of the installation. It's 3 days of the election. They should be in there.
Yeah.
It's in the Blue Book twice, so it's pretty important. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think one of the, the key things is to do it early, and then it's really an easy
Yeah.
thing. It's not difficult, folks. It's a simple task. It take you 3 minutes to do it.
Yeah.
So, let's kind of step it up. Then we don't have to badger anybody about this stuff as we go forward. To Brother Tom's point about doing the ritual in the lodge, there really are very few things that a Masonic lodge must do in order to remain a Masonic lodge.
Yeah.
It has to have 10 meetings a year.
Correct.
It must have 10 regular communications a year. It must attend Grand Lodge annual communication.
Correct.
And it must be able to conduct the work.
Correct.
Front of the book to the last page of the book. It has to be able to perform the work. So the question is, can your lodge do that? And if it can't, then technically it's not a Masonic lodge in the state of Michigan under our standards of work. So get to it. Get to it. That's who we are. It's what we are.
Right. We're the only ones that can make Masons.
That's right. And we take it very flippantly. And take the ritual and just slow it down and start asking yourself some questions about key pieces of it as you go through it. It's really a fascinating adventure, and I can guarantee you good things will happen because we do that.
I just came back from the Grand Lodge of Maryland, and the outgoing Grand Master touched on how much improved the ritual is that he saw in the state of Maryland. And he touched on, it seems like people are taking pride in their work. What a great thing to have, huh?
Yeah.
Pride in what you're doing.
Yeah.
So.
So let's take the time to do that well, and for our lodge secretaries, we know that it's a busy time of year, but the sooner you can get that stuff done, the easier it is. And Grandview is a great tool. So you're going to be much better prepared for the new year if we get the old one done and out of the way. So,
Correct.
yeah.
And that has to be done even if the same people are going to be in the same
Yep.
stations
Yep.
for 2025.
Yep.
We still need to know.
And with that uplifting note, we'll be right back.
Are you looking for the latest Masonic apparel, materials, and literature from the craft? Look no more. At MichiganMasonicStore.com, you can find everything from hats and shirts to tumblers, blankets, and books. Our shirts come in a range of sizes and with logos and branding custom stitched for the Michigan Masons. Don't wait. Visit MichiganMasonicStore.com now.
Welcome back. So during the break, we got into a very interesting conversation about the current state of our Masonic lodges in the state and other things, and we're not. I'm not 100% sure on the exact number, but I believe we're down 240 something for lodges in the state. Not that long ago, we were at 260. We've had a huge number of consolidations and just closures, just where the lodge goes defunct. And throughout the state, this year it's not stopping. Now it's continuing on. We've got more that contact us. I probably have one a week that contacts us about consolidation or going defunct. So I want you guys to think about, before you get to that point, don't get to that point. If your lodge is, if it's struggling, if it hasn't been active, but if you're still viable, for heaven's sakes, call the office. Call Darren, call myself, call Bill or Tom. Call us. Call Fred Kaiser and Lodge Resource Team. Call the people up here and let us start working with the lodge. Give you some ideas, give you some help, and take the lodge from going into an inevitable decline and then done to building it up. It takes just as much energy to close a lodge as it does to save one. And the energy that you spend saving a lodge and making it viable is fun. It's not onerous. And it's what we do. Masons do hard things. That's what we do. And I'm just really, I'm sick of it, to be real truthful. And we got lodges that that are closing up for no reason, that are consolidating out for really no reason other than that the officers of the lodge have given up. And that's not even necessarily all of the officers. It's usually one or two key guys that say, I'm done. And because of that, they can drag that whole lodge then into closure. And no matter what happens then in the future, it's never going to come back. So don't be that guy.
Yeah.
Be the guy that says, I'll reach out, I'll get help, we'll start doing some things, we'll take some baby steps. It's not onerous, it's not going to, you're not going to miss Monday Night Football, guys, but you got to work at saving the institution. I'll guarantee you it's worth it. It really is. To say that I'm the one who closed a lodge to me, is the worst thing that a Mason can say. We don't need to do it. If it's financial, there are remedies. If it's membership, there are remedies. We can do things that will make a difference. You don't need to do that. That is absolutely got to be the very dead last step. And unfortunately, too many people right now are thinking that there are other things that it's not such a bad thing. I'm saying it's a bad thing. It's a bad thing when we close a lodge. It's never coming back to that community, and that community will never be the same because of it. And the communities are better because our lodges are there. So let's really refocus ourselves to say that I'm going to do everything I can to save my lodge, not to close it, but to save my lodge and to make sure that the community receives benefit from it. If you're not active in your community, we can help. If you're not doing member benefit stuff, if you're not having events or social, we can help. You don't need to go it alone. If you don't know what to do, we can help. But we can't if you don't reach out to us. And that especially goes, if you're a Board of General Purposes representative, if you're a district deputy instructor and you're in the lodges, for heaven's sakes, tell us, and we'll reach out to them. But it really starts with that lodge.
They need to reach out before it gets to the critical point.
To where there's no other options.
The earlier
Yeah.
the better. Yeah.
Yeah.
First sign, give us a call.
Yeah, there are some that I'm dealing with right now. They have no options. There's no membership left. They have no money. The communities have pretty much, their buildings are such that there's no way that we can save that. So don't let it get to that. If it is there, you got to call us, got to contact us.
Amen.
All right. You know, a lodge say this all the time, a lodge is not the building. The lodge is the men. And that is who that lodge is. And we can keep Freemasonry a community even if you're not going to be in your building. So you don't have to be there. We can have other alternatives available for you, and we can help you do that. So I really want you to do that. Don't let this thing die. To that end, I want you to guys, I don't know if I'm stepping on Darren's toes, he'll wave at me if I am. January 24th, we're going to have a showing here, a screening in the Doig Chapel of a film entitled Join or Die, which is a piece put together by Robert Putnam and his team. Robert Putnam, if some of you will remember, was the author of Bowling Alone. And he talks about the importance of groups like ours in our world, especially in the United States, which is uniquely built for fraternal clubs and associations and those kinds of things. So we're gonna have we're gonna have a showing of it up here. But I'll tell you right now, you can go on Netflix and you can watch it yourself. Join or Die. Go to their website, joinorddiefilm.com, and bone up on it. It's really interesting about the importance of Masonic lodges in our world. It talks mostly about Odd Fellows, which I'm not 100% familiar with, but again, it's a fraternal order that is very similar to ours, and our communities need these kinds of clubs and associations to thrive and prosper. So from just that perspective alone, we need it. But because it makes us better people, we need them even more. So welcome to join. You'll hear more about it as we move forward. But at January 24th, 7 o'clock in the evening, come on up. We'll have some refreshments, but we'll also have a conversation about the movie and about things that we can do, not just in our community here in Alma, but also anywhere in the state. So
Friday night?
I believe it is a Friday, yes.
It is, yeah. We'll have a flyer put together and in the news and sent out to people in the near future.
Yeah, we're putting all of that together right now, but I've got the date blocked and the time, and the video will be here. So I'm looking forward to that. I've read his books many times. Bowling Alone was kind of where I started in Masonic Renewal 40 years ago, but he wrote a book more recently called The Upswing, and it's how some groups are actually moving in a positive direction, but also how communities can. So it's a powerful thing. Don't let your lodge die. I've had worshipful masters that I've been master for 3 years and I'm tired. Well, good. That means you're doing good stuff. Do it a fourth time. Go again. It's okay. If you need to do that, that's what we need to have done until we can get some things lined up and get the lodge in better state. So keep at it. All right. We're going to take a break. Darren will be right back with Mailbag.
Every day we make choices. Choices to help ourselves, choices that help those around us. When it's time to make a choice about your senior living options, consider Masonic Pathways. We offer choices for entertainment, socialization, and most importantly, choices that make life easier for you. When it's time to discuss choices in your life, make Masonic Pathways your first choice and contact our care team today.
Welcome back, Darren. Mailbag.
Oh yes, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Wait.
All right, well, our mailbag was quite light, but we do get questions into the office from time to time, and we've got a few in the kind of same genre to do with dispensations. So I'm just going to pose a kind of general dispensation question. What can you get a dispensation for? What can't you? And how do you request a dispensation?
You can get dispensation for most things that you want to do outside of your regular operations if it's within the Blue Book and your bylaws. You cannot get a dispensation to move your regular communication unless it's in your bylaws. If it's not in your bylaws, you still can't do it.
Yep.
So dispensation for anything that's legal, yeah, like moving a large location for an installation or something. Yeah, you got to move your great lights, so you need a dispensation to do that.
Outdoor degrees.
Outdoor degrees.
You want to wear regalia in a parade.
All-day degrees, yeah. But it must agree with your bylaws. We just got one recently. couldn't get members to attend a meeting because it's hunting season and they wanted to move no, you can't.
Can't
You
do it.
Sorry.
Can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the best thing to do is to look at your bylaws, put a clause in there to allow for an emergent event or.
Yeah.
And Blue Book
a lot
will
of
show you
people-
how.
A lot of lodges put it in there in response to COVID if we have a medical emergency or something.
Well, it's really better not to be specific. If it's just an emergency situation, that covers a whole lot of stuff.
Right.
You know.
But just remember, so if your lodge goes dark in January and February, you're already out the 2 months that you had as some slack. So Masonic law requires you have 10 meetings a year.
Yep.
If you say we can't have a regular communication, so we're just going to skip it and we'll meet next month, you're now in violation of that piece of it.
Yep.
So get something in your bylaws. So get something in your bylaws that allows you to move the regular, but remember, it has to be specific too. You can't just say, move to the next convenient date, which people try to slide in there. We won't pass that. It has to be specific. Next Monday, whatever it is. So,
Yeah.
but the next date, there has to be a date in it so that the bylaws remove ambiguity. That's what they're supposed to do. Putting more in isn't going to pass. So that's the way to look at it. What way would be specific? If that happens and still something happens, then it's an act of God. I don't know.
So how do you do it? You call me and ask for it, or you send an email to me or to the office asking for a dispensation. That will go to the Grand Master. He will grant it or he'll deny it, one or the other, and he'll get back to you.
And be specific about what you're asking for, the date, the reason, what it's for. If it's for a parade, give the date and where it will be and every information you can give.
Absolutely. Okay, good.
And then there was one other, we'll call it a mailbag piece. We got a message, an email from Bill Carney from Grand Ledge Lodge. If you're looking for a side dish for your Thanksgiving dinner, he sent this picture, which is on your screen right now. That's right, it is pumpkin spice lutefisk.
No.
I don't know if this is real, but you might want to call Bill Carney if you're interested.
Yeah, that alone-
Don't call the office.
That alone could get us back into Dutch with the Swedes.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's probably a whole bunch of,
Boy,
yeah, right? That's just not good.
my
lot of
stomach is
mixed
turning right
metaphors.
now, just thinking of.
Yeah. Now, having said that, though, you really couldn't do much worse to lutefisk. So throw some pumpkin spice in there, ain't gonna hurt it a bit. It's going to be just as nasty as it was when it started. Yeah. And with that, our apologies to Svenska. So good. Thank
We're
you
good with
for
the
the
mailbag.
mailbag. And we're going to go right into upcoming events.
Bill mentioned installations are coming up. Keep those coming into me. We don't have a lot of degrees in December, so it's good to have a list of installations for the news. Let me know the date, time, if there's dinner, are you charging, is it open or closed? Just let me know all the details and we'll get that listed in the news for you. Saturday, December 7th, Santa Claus is going to be in Romeo at Romeo number 41 for breakfast, 9 a.m. to 11. They're also going to be doing a child ID event. And then right after that, Santa is jumping on his sleigh or jumping on I-94 and heading up to Port Huron.
It's Harley.
Port Huron 58 is hosting Lunch with Santa that same day from noon to 3, and that is free for lunch and free to get your picture taken with Santa for the kids.
I think December 16th, isn't Santa going to be here? At the Masonic in
I
the
believe
Doig?
that is Friday the 6th.
December something? Is that in our
December
calendar?
6th he's going to be here.
Would you make sure that that's in our calendar?
I will.
Because I can't remember when the hell it is.
Yes, because our installation is
Okay.
being bumped back an hour by, or our practice for installation is being bumped by
Oh,
Santa.
okay.
That Friday night, so. By the way, there's
You'll-
another installation on the 7th. But,
Yes.
Well, lots of them actually. That first
Santa
Saturday is
here-
very popular.
Santa here and Santa's wife, Mrs. Santa, will be here. And then some elves will also be here, so
Is Santa going to have gifts?
I don't know, but Bob will probably be out in his truck drinking, so.
Christmas cheer. All right. There are lots of holiday festivals coming up that lodges take part in, lighted parades and different things. No different here in Elma. Friday the 13th is Come Home to Elma for the Holidays. There's a parade downtown. Santa will be at the chamber.
It's got like every horror flick ever made right there.
Yeah.
Right?
There's going to be reindeer downtown, and Alma Lodge 244 will be giving out hats and gloves and refreshments, and I believe we're going to have a character upstairs, possibly the Grinch, for pictures with the kids. So,
Okay.
so come on up to
I'm
Alma.
open, so I'd be happy to participate.
You don't even need a costume.
I
That's
do?
Friday the 13th.
Really?
at Alma.
Not really.
I thought I fit pretty good.
Oh, you're good.
Also here in Elma, Wednesday the 18th of December, there will be a blood drive from 1:30 to 6. There's a flyer there with a QR code on your screen. It's also in the e-news. Please come. And then we still have seats available Thursday, December 27th for the joint festive board with Prince Hall and Ann Arbor at Weber's. So check your news, check the calendar, sign up for that. That's a great event.
Good.
And with that, we will close up the upcoming events.
Thank you, Darren.
Hi,
Great
Darren.
job.
Darren mentioned closed installations there. I would encourage every lodge to have a public installation. And if you can't find the people to do it, let me know, and I'll find a team that'll come and do your installation. We get two chances to do our work in public, the installation and a funeral service. We need to do this, so anybody that needs help, let me know.
Okay. Thank you, Bill.
Yeah, you're welcome. Need
Thank
help?
you, Darren.
You need help?
No, because we're going to go right into our Masonic Minute with Dirk Hughes. Take it away, Dirk.
And I don't believe in time.
Thank you.
Hey, Dirk.
Bob, as usual, thank you for your hospitality and inviting me to participate.
Oh, it's just a pleasure.
Thank you. Hey, with Thanksgiving being near and the upcoming holiday shopping season, I thought I'd do our Masonic Minute on Brother Frederik Gerhard Hendrik Meijer, also known as Fred Meijer. He was a Michigan Freemason who was an American billionaire businessman that pioneered the concept of one-stop supercenter shopping after founding Meijer Thrifty Acres in 1962. He was born on December 7th of 1919 in Greenville, Michigan, to Dutch immigrants. At the age of 14, he started working with his father, Hendrik. He was probably a junior, is my assumption. At 14, after his father opened Meijer's Northside Grocery in Greenville, Michigan in 1934. Over the next few years, Meijer's opened new grocery stores around the area in Cedar Springs, Ionia, Grand Rapids. By the early 1960s, there were over 24 Meijer grocery stores throughout southwest Michigan. Fred Meijer was instrumental in opening or launching its modern format of one-stop shopping in 1962 with the first Meijer Thrifty Acre at the corner of 29th Street and Kalamazoo in Grand Rapids. Brother Meijer took over the company upon the death of his father in 1964, and under his leadership, the superstore concept became so successful that they changed the name from Thrifty Acres to just Meijer. In 1986, what we know them now. Brother Fred Meijer died November 25th of 2011, so many of you probably knew him. And but the company that he had continued to grow and currently has over 500 stores throughout the Midwest in states like Michigan, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, and Wisconsin continues to grow. He was raised a Master Mason in 1944 and a life member at Greenville Lodge number 96. A couple of pieces of trivia. One of them's probably not all that much of a trivia because you've probably been there. But the first one, he was a close friend of our presidential brother, Gerald R. Ford, and was an honorary pallbearer at Ford's funeral in 2007. Fred was a strong supporter of the community, and his donation of 150 acres and additional financial support resulted in the Frederik Meijer Gardens and Sculpture Park, a very popular cultural destination for music, art, and nature just north of Grand Rapids. Go check it out. And there you go. Fred Meijer, Brother Fred Meijer.
Just to clarify, there is no apostrophe S at the end of Meijer, the name of the store.
What did I say?
You said it right.
Oh, okay, good.
I want the masses out there to Meijer. Yes, it's just
We're just making sure that we cover for Brother Fred so he's not misinterpreted.
too many people do not say it correctly.
Well, and the oddity of Michigan is that if you're going to Meijer's, you say, I'm going to the Meijer.
Right.
Right. And thank you, Dirk.
You're welcome.
Great job.
Thanks, Dirk. And thanks, Fred.
So, Yeah, and thank you, Brother Fred, wherever you're at. Thank you for all of you. At this time of year, Thanksgiving, again, we're very grateful for you, all of you men, all of your families, and everybody that makes Masonry in Michigan such a great, wonderful part of our lives. We're very grateful for you. We hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. We'll be back after that, before Christmas, holidays, and we look forward to seeing you then. Eat as much as you want. I'm the other guy. Eat as much as you can stand. Drink as much as you can bear. Sleep as long as you want to, and have a great Thanksgiving. We'll see you back here in December on Trowel Time. Bye-bye, everybody.